other thing that we started to do is we triangulate with other points of performance data that we have. Namely, we collect a lot of performance data on existing sales teams. And as I mentioned, as we talked about earlier, we've got really good data on both who the company says is a performer and who salespeople themselves, they kind of self-report themselves, whether they're a performer or not. And we've actually been able to combine that into a couple of different, I'll use some jargon here, combine that into some different meta variables. And then we're able to backtest our candidate assessments on, this pretty large data set, some 12, 15,000 salespeople and their performance data, and see how accurately does the assessment do in identifying who is a performer, who's not, and more importantly, how well do our individual competency scores correlate to whether someone is a performer or someone's not. And we see pretty high correlations there. But then what we can do is we can take that a step further and say, okay, where the correlations aren't as high as we'd like them to be, how do we tweak the questions that we're asking or tweak the way that we're scoring them so that we can improve the predictiveness that we're getting from the assessment.
And I guess the flip side to that, or the corollary to that, is with that cross-referencing of data, then you can also say, hey, look, here's a superstar that it looks like you're going to hire, a second or third standard deviation talent. However, we know from looking at the sales team that your sales managers only coach on pricing and technical details and only coach as required. And we believe that in order for this superstar to really realize their potential, they're going to have to be coached every day with a lot of role playing on tactical sales, strategic sales, outreach, prospecting, networking, presentations, all that kind of stuff. And so you could almost then, with the insight from the sales team evaluation, arm them with the details that they need in aggregate as an organization to help realize the full potential of each individual contributor, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right, right? Because it's not just about, and you make a great point, Ed. It's not just about the individual skills, like where they're strong, where there's gap. It's about the environment that they're going to be going into. And it's about how do their skills sort of fit or not fit with the skills of the person, the broader team, the person who they're going to be reporting to. So we're able to kind of give, pretty precision guided, insights or recommendations around exactly like you just said. Hey, this manager, he's your guy if you want coaching on pricing or negotiation.